Aloha! Aloha! And for those who are further out there, half a day. That's one. Well, thank you, and I want to congratulate AAA for organizing tonight's event and the incredible work that they've done in preparing this room. This is usually just a staff room, but you made it warm by bringing in so many folks here. And who can say that, you know, Kelly, who couldn't make this room warm? I'm already perspiring. And I said that in front of her older brother, who's military, who's retired, and he's probably available. I don't know. He's available. And so, go ahead and say hello to everybody. I'm sorry, I just can't help it, man. Come on, man. But we're all excited, and we're here because a couple of things. Some people had a vision for Asian Americans and understood that there are those of us who are out there in the community as community members who can make a difference in the body politics of this country. You proved it, you know, Virginia was one of them. You proved it, you know, Houston, where Hubert Voe won by, what, 19 votes or something like that? And how much? 16 votes, but, you know,
3 recounts.
They wanted to go to court 3 times, and finally the judge said, get over it. You won. You lost. And so, you know, every vote counts, and we understand that. So AAA, you know, 8 years ago, when this group of Asian Americans decided to pool their resources and their energies together and make sure that they had some funds that they could provide to the candidates. And I was one of the recipients. And, you know, in my spiel, I said that in Silicon Valley, there's this thing called ROI, return on investments. And I think that looking around in this room, we have had return on the investments 10, 20, 30 folds, to a point where now AAA is a known body throughout this country, and we've had chapters established all around this country because folks who left this area decided to do that again in Chicago and Los Angeles and other areas. So in the 8 years, this vision of being politically active by pulling the resources together had become a reality. And this reality is truly a success. And so they've helped over 60 candidates. They raised over $500,000. And I think that, you know, we ought to give them an applause for that. And this is a big brag. You know, AAA Fund just obtained official press credentials for the 08 Democratic National Convention. That's pretty cool. And the AAA Fund blog will provide the AAPI community with an inside view of the 08 convention. The blog will also continue to add new writers, seek out diverse views, and broaden its readership. And we have folks here from the media, we have folks here from the Asian film festivals. So, you know, those folks would be looking for those kinds of talents. In the 2008 election, the rise in Asian American and Pacific Islander political power was absolutely critical. And we mentioned that in the 06 election, how Senator Webb was helped. And, you know, we got... You want to do that again, man?
That's okay.
Montano left this area and said, I got to do some missionary work. He applied Pinoy power on the other side of the river. So we just have to say Mabuhay together. And then and there's a lot of candidates that AAA has helped. To name a few, Keith Ellison. You know, Keith Ellison's the first Muslim African-American from Minnesota. And right now from Minnesota again, I believe that AAA also is helping Ashwin Mandia. And these are folks who were not even looked at by the establishment, and yet AAA had the insight to say, these guys are gonna win, man, and they're gonna be part of the red to blue folks, and you were right. And so your investment has been paying off again. And now, so now, you know, this news has reached across the country. So guys like Ed Childs here, you know, he's not stupid. Come on over for a second. I want y'all to see him so that you know what he looks like. So when he comes up in front of you and asks you for money, and he's not embarrassed. I mean, he's not shy. He says, I'm the guy that's going to be with Miller. And I said, who are you? He says, I'm Chow. You're going to send me money. So he did. So, you know, AAA is really generating the new generation of Asian American politicians across this country. But politicians and policymakers who understand, who get the kinds of agendas that we care about, the kinds of things that the Democratic Party has been fighting. And I have to tell you that AAA, I see them coming up. No. But AAA had gone through a maturation process, not unlike the Democratic Party has, not unlike the Democratic Party has been doing themselves, in understanding that the Asian Americans are important. We have to fight for this position, folks. We have to get front and center to make sure that they send Asian Americans along with the rhetoric of, you know, we're going to work with the African Americans, the Latinos, and others. And others have to be said APIs. And we have to insist that APIs are mentioned, because if we are not mentioned, we don't exist. And if we exist, then we can work hard. And so that's why, you know, we're all gathered together in this sense of unity. I met the guy named Tuz. He's working from the Obama campaign. He's going to work with DNC. And I said, so if we got twos, we can't lose. And he said, no, the word is unity. And he's being consistent on the word unity. So I just want to say to all of you, regardless of which candidate you supported other than McCain, you made the right choice. And now there is no choice but to make sure that Obama has all of our attention and our resources and our strength and our energy. So I just want to say to all of you,